no. There, at least take off the fucking orange filter. Okay. I'm a sucker for you. You're alive. I don't think it's gonna be a long gaming session, but it's gonna be a gaming session nonetheless. So we are grinding today. What are we grinding? I don't even know exactly what I'm about to grind, but I'm gonna grind something. Something. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Okay. So today, actually, let's see. First thing first. Because there's like dailies that I haven't been doing lately. I probably should start doing again because I need some shit. Field drone, detonate injector, snippetron vendor, and character rate receiver. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I don't have the character rate receiver. We can do that. Mutagen mask. I'm always gonna be here for the mutagen mask. I need mutagen mask so badly. Cool. Come on. Open. Let's get to the grind and have some fun. Let's go.
Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. I'm Shane. Hello and welcome to Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today's theme is going to be betrayal. And as you all know, our summer games have concluded, which I'm sure had a lot of betrayal in it. So I think this theme is going to be fitting. Now, we haven't started summer games as of recording this, but I think it's clear to know by now that the Hollywood Hot Dogs have probably won.
Whoa.
Great.
Dream on.
That's not what I predicted. I predicted that Ian's team is actually going to win.
You are
Smash Mouth.
predicting that.
There's kind of no way
Thank you
that
for
we
the
can
follow
lose.
Okay.
BTTV.
Well, and my character is a blast.
Also, wait, did
Yeah.
I click on that?
She's going to be a real
A
joy
fan
to be
favorite.
around.
A fan favorite.
Fan favorite. She's sunshine.
As of this episode airing, fan favorite. Well, how do we think the games went overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think they went really great. I think my promposal was wildly inappropriate, and I apologize for the things that I said on a school campus. But I can't take back what's already been done, right?
Yeah, that was wild.
As of now, when you haven't done it
You
yet.
haven't done it yet? I'm like,
I can't
oh my
take it
God.
back.
What do you have prepared?
If you have not watched Summer Games, I highly recommend
not.
going back these past 2 weeks of content and watch it all on this channel and on the Smosh Games channel. It is, I mean, this was a big event for us. We've been
Big
working
event.
on this for a long time. So.
Yeah, people have been asking for years for Smosh Summer Games to come back, and
Here it is.
We did it.
Here it is, baby. Y2K themed. It was a lot of fun.
2005, high school. We love it.
It was a blast. I know that.
Oh my God, summer's going to be so much fun, you guys.
Guys, summer's gonna be the best.
We're talking about betrayal.
Yeah, but now we're on to betrayal.
All right.
Do you
He's over
hear, like when you read the word betrayal, do you not hear it in the voice from the guy from Halo going, betrayal?
In fact, to this day, whenever I hear betrayal, I think of Betrayal Legacy.
Oh, okay.
We did it for
Wow.
we did it for so long
And
that
that's
every time I
fun.
hear betrayal, I'm like, oh, are we doing another one? Like, but that was our.
The hunt has begun.
We did it so much for so long that I'm like, that is ingrained in my soul.
Yeah, remember? Come up with a character from 1817. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
All right, on to our first story. Am I the asshole for purposely stopping my classmate from winning an award and subsequently making her cry?
Probably.
This issue is honestly making me frustrated. Almost everyone is saying I am in the wrong. People are talking behind my back, and I genuinely don't know if what I did was correct or not. I just feel so lost. Please, please do help. I am 17 and suffered a major accident while cycling when I was 13. I have 2 really deep, long facial scars. I have been bullied really badly because of it. I am tall, ugly, and intimidating as per most girls.
God dang.
People make fun of other people by saying things like, why don't you just hook up with me? I am honestly used to it. Those people didn't matter to me anyway. But there is this girl I had known since middle school. Let's call her Beck, I guess. Sorry, I honestly don't know how this works. I had a really, really big crush on her till a few days ago. I thought she was genuinely sweet and amazing. My family is incredibly supportive, so they urged me to ask her out. I can play a guitar, so I made this whole song for her. I went to the neighboring city to get her favorite chocolate and stuff like that. This was the first time I felt like really going and asking someone out in my life. And I felt that regardless of what I do, she shall see me for who I am and at least accept me as a friend. I was over the moon when she ended up accepting. We went to a fancy restaurant, had a fun time together, and walked for 30 minutes. She was really sweet to me. The next week or so was honestly heaven. People started noticing me. Even her friends seemed friendly with me. I honestly cried every day because I felt so fortunate to get so much love. It all broke down when a friend of hers, who was on Instagram and followed Beck, sent screenshots to me. I honestly felt betrayed and disgusted. She had posts saying, fulfilled his lifelong wish by being his Valentine, making his day by finally helping him interact with my friends. He is ugly, but beautiful people accept ugly people. Hashtag ugly people matter, etc. Beck's friend then explained to me that she apparently wanted a good social media image and had thus asked all her friends to be kind to me and tolerate me till the first week of March and then distance themselves from me. She apparently wanted to win some stupid positive role model award for her college application because she was lagging behind in community service. She thought playing with my feelings for a few days wouldn't hurt, and apparently since I was ugly, she was the kind one to give me attention anyway. I was in tears and honestly felt disgusted. My blood was boiling. I researched this award and found a Facebook page about it online. I went to the authorities to confirm if her name was on the nominations list, and then had my friends at work and family as an alibi. She is apparently crying a lot because she received a message from the committee saying her nomination was withdrawn. I am now even more ostracized in school, but honestly, I have no remorse whatsoever and feel far more satisfied.
Well, then have the asshole.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't feel good to be used.
No, and especially being like, I don't know. Okay, can I say, she submitted this to be a positive role model.
Yeah.
And her post says, he is ugly, but beautiful people accept ugly people.
Yeah.
Hashtag ugly people matter.
I don't think she would have won.
I don't think she's going to win.
Who's kidding? Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's bullying.
Why is she crying? Honey, it wasn't good from the beginning.
What a weird choice.
Also, people need to stop throwing around the word ugly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, like whatever. He needs to stop saying that he's ugly.
Guy. I was kidding.
But
like
honestly, not you. No, not you.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
You have things to work on, but
God damn.
I mean, you're working on it.
You're fun. You're a fun guy.
Gosh,
no, but
sorry,
like
what were you saying?
using the word ugly, like I'm just like, you guys, stop.
Yeah.
This guy just keep throwing around the word ugly, and it's like, hey, let's start there.
I'm very sad that he is he says, I am tall, ugly, and intimidating, as for most girls. So that's what it's saying girls are saying.
Scars are awesome.
Yeah, like 2 deep facial scars. That sounds kind of cool.
He kind of describes himself.
Like that
he describes himself initially here by being like, I'm tall, intimidating, and I have 2 scars. I'm like, you sound like an action hero.
Yeah, actually, get a job
that you're
in Hollywood.
tall and intimidating.
Does he not sound like that Irish actor with the 2 scars right here?
Yeah.
I don't know his name,
Sons of
and I don't
Anarchy
care.
guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, here's a photo of me, and it's just like a cool-looking guy.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, Joker.
We're like, you're badass, man.
Oh man!
But I feel so bad, and I think
This is terrible.
I think when he becomes an adult, he's going to meet so many more people who just have different perspectives on things. But high school is just vicious.
This is vicious that she thought that she was being a good human by organizing this entire thing to be, and then tell her friends, be nice to him, and then distance yourself so I can get this award. And it's like, but the award, you're not getting the essence of it because you're actually not a good person.
And you're actually making his life.
And not just that, she was fucking ratted out by one of her friends. So I personally think that if she was a good person, her friend would have not ratted her out to her victim. So maybe she was just, I mean, she clearly never deserved that award regardless. Ugly people matter. And that should include people who are ugly on the inside, because that's crazy. Plus, that's way too much work. Like, she did a lot for that award. I'm sorry, I'm way too introverted to spend all this time with someone I don't even like. That's crazy to me. So, fuck her, really. She got what she deserved, and I hope that she used this as an opportunity to grow. I doubt she will, though. Because going all this way just to be an ugly person, it might take her 1 or 2 decades to finally realize that this might have not been the best choice.
Worse by
She
like
literally-
Way worse.
giving this false sense of like friendship and like camaraderie.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
then just
mean.
having everyone drop them.
So mean.
To do like, because like I think we all go through life and there's moments where we do things that we go, oh, that was mean, or oh, I regret that. To do a premeditated, long-term plan of like, we're gonna go on a date and we're gonna hang out for hours, and it's all a lie, and I'm bullying you in this long-form way.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you sit across from someone at a dinner and like talk and have a conversation while you're doing this
And
to
then
them?
to cry over not being nominated. Not cry over, wait, I that person
I
over.
messed him up even more than he was already hating himself.
This seems like the setup to like Carrie.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is.
I mean, I'm waiting for the update.
Sorry, no update.
Oh.
No,
That's the
like
betrayal.
no pig's blood that comes. Was
That's
it
the
pig's blood?
betrayal.
Yeah.
This is high school is mean.
People are really mean. I mean,
Really
definitely.
mean.
oh my God. I am blown away by people who can do like
Stuff
this,
like that.
This
much
guy
effort into hurting
is
someone.
gonna get so
Yeah.
much ass when he gets older. Let's just be real. Like
Well, he's
2
tall.
scars.
He's tall.
He's tall, so he's tall, man.
intimidating.
Plays the guitar, went and got chocolates.
He
Plays
literally-
guitar, neighboring town to get chocolates.
I-
A 30-minute walk after dinner so your tummy feels good. This man is in.
He really seems like awesome. I mean, look, man,
He's
when you're
in
17,
for
just life
30 years old
sucks.
women.
Life sucks. You don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I don't
Not
think
Mean
anyone
Girl
when they're a
in high
teenager,
school.
even into their early 20s, should be saying they're ugly. I'm like, you don't, like, hey, man, it's all of it's also in like finding your own personal style and your
Yes.
personality. Like, that's attractiveness. I think this guy's gonna be fine, so long as but he has to let go of the hatred.
Yeah, he has to let go
And
of
he has
calling
to not
himself
buy
ugly.
into what these horrible people are doing.
You know who's not going to be fine? Her.
Dude.
She's going to turn 35 and go, what did I do to that guy? Hopefully.
Hopefully. The verdict was not the asshole.
Sure.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. He did nothing wrong.
No.
Did
my
absolutely
personal
nothing
opinion,
wrong.
he did nothing wrong
Not
either.
the asshole. This is so up, it's beyond words. How did she even qualify for an award like that with this as her entry submission? What she did to you was dehumanizing and so incredibly out of line. Everyone's on her side because you're surrounded by assholes at school. But I promise you, you will move past this. OP said, thank you for saying this. I honestly was confused and still am to some extent because everyone in high school sided with her. Your trust in me genuinely matters. I just let the whole truth out. Thank you for trusting me. Have a nice day. Someone said, hey, I'm so sorry it's like this right now, but there is no question that pretending to like you and use you for an award is beyond dishonest and evil. She's pretty and popular, and that seems to be all that matters at your school. The best thing about school is that it ends, and you'll never see these assholes again. I wish you the absolute best, dude. OP said, thank you so much. I can't wait for it to end. I got into my dream college, so that's something I look forward to, too.
Good for
I wish you the
him.
absolute best, too. Thank you. Someone said, not the asshole, she's the ugly one here.
Oh, that was
Real.
legit.
Real.
This guy seems like he's winning in pretty much all aspects of
Yeah,
life.
He's gonna
otherwise,
be
so
winning in life, hopefully.
yeah, get out of that high school.
And he's
Get
so
on with your life.
nice.
Get on.
Today's Red Stories is brought to you by Quince. Why drop a fortune on basics when you don't have to? Quince has the good stuff. High quality fabrics, classic fits, and lightweight layers for warm weather, you name it. And all at prices that make sense. Look, everything I've ordered from Quince has been nothing but solid. Quince has closet staples you'll want to reach for over and over. ever, like cozy cashmere and cotton sweaters from just $50, breathable flow knit polos, and comfortable lightweight pants that somehow work for both weekend hangs and dressed up dinners. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you luxury pieces without the markup. I got this corduroy jacket as well as a nice cashmere Henley sweater from Quince, and I'm a big fan of both pieces. I've been wearing this jacket all the time lately. I mean, it goes with so much. It's very comfortable. It's well made. It looks awesome. I am a big fan.
Great.
So keep it classic and cool with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/pitreddit for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/pitreddit to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/pitreddit. All right, back to the show. Nice. All right. This next one comes from off my chest. So we have a confession here. I've found out why my husband hides his best friend from me, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
He's gay.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I, a 26-year-old woman, have been married to my husband, Dylan, 26-year-old man, for 3 years. We got together when we were 17, but we've known each other since the 4th grade. I love my husband. He's the total package. Funny, sweet, smart, and attractive. He's made my life amazing, and he's who I fully intended on spending the rest of my life with. Past tense there. We attended all the same schools from the time we met up until college. In that time, we've both made our own friend groups. He's been more connected with his friends than I have, and because of that, I've become a part of that group as well. I'd like to think. In that time, I've been around 50% of their group hangouts, mostly because of my job, but sometimes I'm just straight up not invited. I didn't question any of this because, hey, they're his friends. He doesn't see them nearly as often as he sees me. It's not my business. My husband met his best friend, Caro, 27 male, long before he met me. I knew almost nothing about Caro up until recently. He wasn't at our wedding, nor did he attend any of the same schools as us, and I was under the impression he wasn't friends with anyone in our group. I thought all of this was because of his line of work, as I was told he traveled a lot. Last year, me and my husband went to a barbecue hosted by another couple in the group. Caro was there. I didn't recognize him at first, but when I realized who he was, I was honestly kind of shocked. I had seen him in person before, but he always kept a very, very good distance from me, which I'm realizing now was intentional. Anyways, he's totally stunning. He looks like he could be a supermodel. When I attempted to make conversation with him, he seemed really nervous and totally shut me down after a few sentences. When I mentioned this behavior to anyone else, they also shut me down, saying things like, "That's just how he is," or "Maybe you said something that offended him." In short, no one would tell me anything about Caro at all. Any conversation that involved him was a no-go. At the end of the night, I tried talking to Dylan about his behavior. He told me Caro didn't like me. I was confused because I'd hardly seen him in person at all, let alone actually talk to him. The excuse my husband gave was that he disliked me because I cheated on my husband once in college, and Caro was too stubborn to let it go. I've seen Caro less than a dozen times since then, mostly at birthday parties, huge get-togethers, and on one occasion he came to our house to watch a football game with my husband and a few of their other buddies. Anyways, a few weeks ago, my husband went fishing with his cousin. That same night, I had some of the girls in our friend group over for a girls' night type thing. Lily, a 24-year-old woman, was scrolling through some social media. I was glancing over her shoulder when I saw a selfie of Dylan and Caro sitting next to each other in a hot tub. The selfie had been posted maybe 30 minutes ago. I asked Lily about what I had seen, and she went pale. She tried saying nothing, but I snatched the phone from her and went to the profile that posted the photo.
What the fuck?
The profile belonged to my husband. It was a private profile, and scrolling through the photos, most of them were dirty jokes or memes, but the rest of them were photos of him and Caro. Either they were hanging out alone or with the rest of the group, minus me. Most of the photos seemed way too close, too touchy, or doing things that seemed too personal or intimate for friends to be doing. I spent a good 10 minutes looking before I couldn't take it anymore. I was horrified. All of the photos were dated to nights my husband told me he was working late, hanging out with this relative or that, times that he told me he was doing something else, and obviously hangouts I wasn't invited to.
Why did he marry you?
Lily just sat there looking dumb. She didn't say anything, but all the girls were looking at us like a bomb had just gone off. They clearly knew what I had seen, and their reactions were enough to confirm exactly what I was afraid of.
Oh, that's
I was
sad.
livid. I started yelling. Lily was crying, and the rest of the girls were freaking out. When I started to calm down and demanded that they explain what was going on, Lily told me everything. Dylan and Caro had been sleeping together and very essentially dating behind my back since before we even got married. They got together during a 1-month break me and Dylan had during college, and they stuck together ever since. They all knew, and none of them told me until I found out the hard way. Caro wasn't at our wedding because he felt guilty. He avoided me like the fucking plague because he felt guilty. They arranged group meetups in a group chat I wasn't in because they all liked Caro enough to spare his feelings. Even the guys in the group felt the same way about him, apparently. Caro was never as distant as I thought he was. He was just being hidden. Dylan was hiding him from me because he didn't want me to find out they were together. By the end of it, half of us were sobbing, and everyone who wasn't was apologizing to me. I was so angry. I made them swear they wouldn't say anything to Dylan or anyone else. I kicked them all out and cried myself to sleep. I was basically in denial, like it was some kind of sick prank. My husband didn't come home until the next morning. He told me all about the supposed fishing trip he'd gone on. I didn't say anything about what I knew. I guess he could tell something was up because he kept asking me what was wrong. All day, every 5 minutes. Eventually, I just told him I'd been in an argument with my sister. By the end of the week, I was totally numb. Last night, while my husband was handing out candy to kids, I saw a notification pop up on his phone. Since I knew his password, I opened it. It was a text from Caro. I looked through the conversations they'd had. It confirmed everything. It was devastating. Dylan texted Caro the exact same way he texted me. He told Caro he loved him. Every sweet thing he said to me had been said in his conversations with Caro. I was hardly mentioned. I put his phone back before he noticed. Dylan is at work now. I don't know what to do. I could never imagine myself leaving Dylan because he's such a loving partner and a good man.
Well,
but I can't see myself winning in a competition against Caro if that's what it comes down to. I can't even make myself be disgusted or—
Girl, he made his choice. I don't even understand why he married you. If the story is true, because a lot of these are fake. If the story is true, leave him. What the fuck? It's not even a question. I understand you love him, but bitch, he never loved you, because you can love someone and do that to them. That's not love. That's not love. That's not how love works. Leave him. Find someone who actually loves you and only wants you, unless you're into an open relationship, which is, of course, your choice. But leave him. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. It's hard. Blah, blah, blah. Leave him. That is crazy. Divorce. And take half of his income for emotional labor and trauma. Whew.
or angered by Dylan. I love him too much. I'm not even upset with Caro, but I'm so hurt. I don't want to risk losing my husband, and I don't want to share him. I called Lily and my sister this morning and told them about what I had found. They both asked what I'm going to do, and I had nothing to say. I don't know what to do at all.
Jesus Christ.
I am exhausted.
Wow.
What?
Because I just thought like, oh, maybe like, you know, they just like had a little fling, they did a little bit of cheat. But this is like, this has been going on.
Little bit of cheating.
We do a little bit of cheating as a treat.
Just a
little pinch of a cheat. But this is like a full-blown relationship.
I didn't expect this at all. I actually thought in my weird brain that Carol was like attracted to her, and he was.
I was thinking that.
And he was like aggressively keeping him away.
No, from the start of the story, I knew. The Nile is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay. Honey? Not just that. Thinking about it, I could never be part of a group of friends who think that this is okay to do to someone. Ever. I don't give a fuck if you're gay in the closet, no one, but I don't give a fuck. That could never be my group of friends. Like, that could never. Nobody could ever pay me to do that to someone. For years. Years of lies. And everybody is in on it, except the poor wife. No. Absolutely fucking not. So, everybody in the husband's orbiter sucks, and she needs to cut everybody off and literally start a whole new ass life because his friends were never her friends. Oh, that's so fucking tragic.
She said he's stunning.
I also thought he's stunning as a supermodel. I thought the husband was keeping him away. Because she's like, I don't want her, my wife is going to fall in love with you.
That's what I thought it was.
Because you're so hot, bro.
Because you're so hot, bro.
You're so hot, bro. What if we went out?
Yeah. Should we kiss and do a little cheating?
Maybe that's been his strategy the whole time, is to like have sex with Caro so Caro doesn't have sex with his wife.
Well, they've been together before
they were
his
even
wife.
married.
He's always thinking 3 steps ahead.
I don't understand. The entire friend group was like down to help cover this up.
And the women came over, and I could not go over a woman's house and keep this secret from her.
I would go over her house just to spill it. Like, girl, I don't know if you knew, but your husband is gay. Well, bisexual. Let's not do the bi erasure. But still, ooh, child.
Act like a normal person.
It's coming out.
Some people can just live life keeping secrets.
And
I don't know.
And that makes me like think, are they more friends with that couple?
They are. They have to be.
Yeah, but it's like, damn. But it's like, this has been going on long enough that you're friends with both.
Yeah.
Or it's like, if like I'm hanging out with someone and they're like, yeah, I have this long-term affair, but my partner doesn't know about it. And I'm like, well, either I can't keep that secret or we can't hang out because I'm going to tell them. Like, it's going to come out.
No, 100%. I wouldn't be able to keep a secret.
I would just
like
feel so
even if I was genuinely trying to keep the secret, there's no friggin' way I'm going to do it.
No.
Like, I'm going to fail
It's not going to be a comfy hang.
No.
You're
it's
like,
not a good time.
spirituality. Let's pull some tarot. Cheating? Oh, death card again. Oh.
They're all following the secret account where they're just like posting blatantly about it.
I will say that sometimes what happens in these situations is one of the people will tell other people that it's a consensual situation, and then suggest like, but it's like don't ask, don't tell, so don't talk about it with my partner.
We're in an open relationship, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
but I'd still be like,
they seemed like they were like, she
Riddle!
found out.
I think you would know that's not true by talking to her, because OP,
No,
there's no
true.
way conversations with her.
Yeah.
I would need that confirmed from both partners before
Also,
I'm like,
to have an Instagram account,
It's insane.
I'm always shocked by the audacity of cheaters in so many of these stories, because there was a cheater who got it tattooed.
Yeah.
The name of his partner,
Lily.
like of the affair partner.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm like, wow, you're confident. So we have some context down below where Dylan, the husband, is an openly bisexual man, and apparently his family and stuff knows, and they're okay with it. But it's possible that Dylan at least thinks that his family would not be okay with him marrying a man. So they're fine with him being bisexual as long as he's married to a woman.
He's married to a woman and
that's
has
not
like
her
the
problem.
presenting
Fuck the family.
face
Right.
of.
Right,
That's so
but
sad.
the wife didn't consent to that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't,
So
that's all like context.
Oh,
Yeah.
So do we think that he would have wanted?
I don't know. Probably like another hour max. But I don't know yet. It's going to be depending on how I feel once this episode is over, Brittle. Let me know.
To get married to Carol, but didn't.
That's possible motivation for the horrible thing he's done.
This is so.
But he's still done a
This
horrible
is
thing.
so sad, though, to me. This
It
is
is sad.
so
Yeah, it is.
sad.
It's deeply
It
sad.
is.
And you know what I really relate to, sadly, is how she's still here going, but he's a good man, and like
know.
I love him, like
Sure.
because
She's still
this
in
is clearly
denial.
initial shock,
Yeah.
and to us reading it, it's like, what you go? Why are you? This is
But
going to
she
end.
does love
But in that
him.
moment, you're trying to let go of like this person that you know, and it's like, but he's not who you thought he was.
No.
He is a completely different person.
And there's no way that like he's going to be on board with severing from this other guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's just going to breed an insane amount of resentment that he won't be able to.
He's in love and loves two people.
This is as extreme as cheating really gets, beyond having like a secret family, right?
Yeah.
This is full on, has another relationship that he almost seems more dedicated to.
Yeah.
And what's sad is like all her friends lied to her too. Like
That's
Those
so
are
you
not her
beautiful.
friends.
trust anyone now.
No.
Comments, he is having a full-blown affair. Leave. Also, your friends suck. How long have they known? Were they happy for you to be in an open relationship without you knowing? Disgusting. Someone said he's been with Caro since college, but he married you. And Caro was fine with being a side piece this whole time? Honestly, Dylan can't be worth this. You're married to the idea of having known your person your whole life like it was fated. But look at what you're trading for that false narrative. What you thought you had with Dylan was just a dream. You dreamt that up all by yourself. Every liar by extension in your friend group watched you sleep, then aided Dylan and Caro to keep you in the dark. I'm so sorry. Although it feels impossible, there are absolutely better days ahead. Lastly, someone said, I honestly would just break up with him and divorce him. It sucks that this happened to you and no one was able to be honest to you about it. At the very least, I would spend some time alone and think about what I want and need in my life. I would recommend talking to him about it and letting him know how you feel.
Yep.
Because if she gave him an ultimatum, she would be even more hurt. Because his heart is half, it's like split.
It's done.
I think he's going to choose Caro, obviously.
It is done whether she realizes it or not. Like, I think it's done. Like, I think even if she was like, I want to make this work, it's done.
It's done.
But we'll find out. Update. I was unaware it was a big trend to repost Reddit posts onto TikTok. This is what happened with my first post, and the video has almost 700,000 views. A friend of mine, Noah, who I am name dropping because I know he will see this, and I appreciate him dearly, forwarded me the video because he knew it was my post. I explained the situation to him prior, and he knew I had posted it. There are several things I want to address, and I ask whoever made the video, because they clearly use Reddit, posts this too, to clear my name. Everybody in my life knows by now, so I see no harm in addressing you personally. To recap, yes, I am leaving Dylan. No, I did not actually cheat on him. It was a huge misunderstanding between the two of us that led him to believe and tell people that I cheated. I don't even know if what he told me about Caro's dislike for me is or was true. No, I am not going to sue him for everything he has. I will no longer be speaking to anyone from that group. I may have been naive, but I am not stupid. No, I still do not know why they chose to betray me like that, and I don't intend on finding out. Yes, while his parents were accepting of LGBTQ+, I don't think they would have been okay with Dylan marrying a man. From here on out, I doubt I will have anything to say. That is all. Thank you. Also, I have never watched Brokeback Mountain, but the jokes about it did make me chuckle. Oh, there's that.
Wait a minute. No, but Brokeback Mountain is a tragedy. Like, I was watching one of my favorite reactor react to the movie lately, and I was crying. This movie is so sad. Like, actual tragedy. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of the reason why people make jokes about it is because they most likely haven't seen it or don't remember how the story goes, because this movie is not a happy story. It's fucking sad. God damn, this movie was, like, I was crying. And I wasn't even watching the movie directly. I was watching the movie through someone else's reaction. Oh, Lord.
Right. Okay, Reddit.
Okay, Reddit.
They're like, Brokeback Mountain, that was a movie with two guys.
Hey! I have not actually seen Brokeback Mountain. But in it, they go
not an ally.
You need to go home.
Give us your ally card.
And go. Okay, but in Brokeback Mountain, they go on a fishing trip, and that's the famous scene when they're holding each other looking at the gorgeous mountains. And that's where Heath Ledger met Michelle Williams.
Can you believe
Very
that lost
tragic
to
end.
Crash?
Yeah, I have not seen Brokeback Mountain, but I know it was robbed because I've seen Crash.
You need to leave right now and go home and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay with everyone?
I am wearing cowboy boots, so I got I gotta go do it.
No, there's nobody.
All right. Our next story. That one was a lot.
I guess we can move on, but this is going to be forever. It's one of those Reddit stories that's forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Our next story comes from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for throwing a cup of cold water on my naked husband?
Ooh. Let's see where it goes.
I think I heard
My
that one.
My husband has been tested for ADHD, but he doesn't have it. Was that the opener you guys thought this was gonna have?
No.
All right. My husband has been tested for ADHD, but he doesn't have it. He has the kinds of problems that are associated with ADHD, however. He says writing lists, making a schedule, setting alarms, etc. is physically painful for him, and he'd rather just deal with occasional emergencies rather than be proactive. The specific problem...
He just like me for real.
The specific problem, he often forgets to push the shower diverter valve down. You know, the little rod on the tub faucet that you push down to make water fill the tub and pull up to make the water come out of the shower? For nearly 20 fucking years, I have been asking him to push that down. Since I was literally a teenager, I have been asking him to push that fucking thing down. At least twice a month, I have a very unpleasant wake-up/cold shower because I turn the water on and I get a cold spray from the shower, and every time he's apologetic, and then a week or two later, it happens again. He will do better for a while, and then it slips in again. He is always telling me that he's working on it, and hasn't he been better about it lately? But somehow he's always working on it, always improving, but it never
for 20
stops.
years is crazy.
Today, I had just had it. I stepped into the shower, turned it on, and had a very cold and rude awakening. I couldn't fucking take it anymore. I grabbed a cup by the sink and filled it about 3 inches with cold water and walked out to where he was standing naked. He had just taken off his pajamas and was going to take his shower after mine. Without warning, while he was looking down, I held that plastic cup firmly in my hand and grasping it tightly, I jerked that motherfucker in a 45-degree angle to get the cold water all over his torso and face. I told him that his apologies were worth the paper they were written on, and I was tired of listening to him congratulate himself for getting better when I had been asking for 20 years to stop doing this shit. I told him I don't accept his apologies, and the fact that it's an accident does not excuse it. I told him that from now on, every time I'm taking a cold shower, so will he. That I refuse to be a second-class citizen in my own home any longer, and if he refuses to make any changes to treat me better, I will instead make changes to treat him worse, because I will not tolerate this any longer. I'm going to continue to surprise throw a cold cup of water on him every time I get a surprise cold shower. I'm tired of asking, begging for basic respect and not getting it, with the implication that I have to put up with this forever. So Reddit, I know I'm probably an asshole, but am I a justified asshole?
Yes.
I've never heard you swear so much, Shane.
I don't think I've sweared so much.
Okay.
I hope Jesus isn't watching.
He is. He is.
Dude, in front of her child?
Yeah,
Really?
he is. Jesus is watching. So I have a question. When you go into the shower,
Yeah.
you can push up the thing or push the thing down, right?
But I guess she's expecting there to be an understanding that, like, one would expect it not to come out the shower head.
Or
first.
you adapt and go, he's probably going to forget this. I'm going to click it.
But why should a woman
Why?
have to bend to the
let's not
to
make
the
this about
to the
that.
shortcomings of men, Amanda?
Let's just adapt and support our partner.
This story confuses me because I turn on the shower from the side
Same.
before I get
Sure,
into the tub.
yeah,
Of course.
Because
Always.
I'm scared of this.
But I think what it is,
This scares me.
what I imagine, because it's happened to me before where, like, I didn't get into the shower, but, like, I poked in to turn it on, and, like, the hot water nozzle's on the other side, so you lean over to turn that on first. So your head is where the shower would maybe be spraying. Because this happened to me before.
I'm also confused on I think almost every shower I've ever come across automatically does that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of one where after the shower you have to manually do that.
Well, you can either leave it up or down. And some automatically.
Mine almost every single one I've ever had
I
automatically
know.
does that. But for 20 years, that means the multiple showers they've probably had.
Mine is manual.
Yeah.
Okay, so
there,
there's manual.
there are a lot that are manual.
I'm just saying
like that,
I've never come across that.
Yeah.
I never
Just
have.
a little like, okay. Are you gonna divorce him? Where are we at?
I think there's something more that's going on in this relationship.
She jerks the water so intensely.
Look, she's got a lot of anger.
She's got a lot of anger.
20 fucking
I would
years.
say though,
It's not
I'm like,
about- it's
she's
not
like,
about the
she's like,
shower.
he's been doing this since we were teenagers. I'm like, and you married him, like, you can't expect people to change. I don't know, like, that's always been my view of like, hey, he's a forgetful guy. You knew that.
I'm kind of
Like, you want him you want to marry him and then be like, and now you need to start remembering things. It's like
adapt.
But you married him for who he was. Like,
Adapt.
if that's a deal breaker for you, then you should have
Maybe-
addressed that.
Maybe she
way
turns
long
it on
ago.
and waits for for the cold to hit so she can be like, mother.
Man, that's the thing. Like, I think there's more going on here. This isn't about the shower.
Probably.
Like, they've been married 20 years.
I feel like the shower is just the cherry on top. Because if that's one thing that he does that she cannot stand, There's probably a whole laundry list of shit that he does that she cannot stand. And that was just a cherry on top. Unfortunately for her, 20 years is a long ass time, baby girl. It took you 20 years to snap. It's crazy. It's crazy. You needed to snap 19 years ago. We're waiting 20 years to finally snap. Damn. I don't know, man. That doesn't work for me. If somebody's behavior, my own husband behavior would piss me off this much, I would give him 2 weeks. And I wouldn't marry someone who pisses me off like that. So, I don't know. That's just me, though. She clearly is from a different generation than me. Probably a little bit older. So.
This isn't about some little forgetful shower thing.
I think it is.
We get zero. She's not giving us any other context, though.
I think it actually
she made this
is about the shower.
This is the thing, though. For some people, it's why, like, my view has always been, like, it's the little things that matter so much in, like, any kind of relationship, friendships, romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Because this is a small thing on a day-to-day basis. It's like, oh, that's nothing. Yeah. But over 20 years,
not nothing.
It's a big deal for her. But I'm also like, I guess I'm not a believer in, like, people are going to change. Like, that you can ask for people to change.
Right.
Like, they need to change themselves, and if there's some things they're maybe just not going to do that on, and you have to accept that person.
You have to adapt, but it's like, there are small things in relationship things that I couldn't live with. You know when you hang out with another couple, and maybe there's another couple who, like, run late all the time.
Sure.
I'm like, I couldn't be with that person.
No.
That's a small thing in their life that is a very big thing in my life.
Totally.
And so, like, I know that. But it's kind of like, if you're with someone for 20 years and it's the shower thing, I don't know. You kind of either have to leave or
I think
stick it out. I don't know.
It's tough because I am a forgetful person too, but like, and I would feel bad if someone was asking me to keep doing something and I've kept forgetting. But I do that with myself. I will forget things and I will get mad at myself and be like, I need to remember to do this. I want to start remembering to do this. And I keep forgetting, and it's really hard. My solution in this situation, if I'm him and I care at all, I would be like, I'm replacing this thing with one that automatically does it. Like, because I'd be like, I would have to accept also, if after years go by and I'm told like, hey, for years you haven't done this, I'd be like, clearly my brain is not able to do this, so I need to find some other solution for
that's
it.
That's a good solution. But
her level of anger here.
But I think you might also be right, Ian, a little bit of like the feeling of not feeling like you're being heard or listened to or supported.
It's the feeling behind the action.
Yeah, exactly. And I can understand her anger in that sense. Do I think you retaliate with a cold? No. Also, so he took off his PJs, so he's gonna just hang out naked.
He's just standing there naked, just waiting.
Tell me when you're done, babe.
Massive inconvenience now for both of them. She just splashed water all over the bathroom or living room, wherever.
No, I think it was in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's like, all right, like, she wants us to be on her side when she's saying, like, if you can't make my life better, I'm gonna make your life worse. I'm like, that's not, I don't think if you went to a couples therapist, they'd be like, yeah, that's the right mindset.
Right.
You guys are gonna do all right now.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna make things worse. Like, then things are gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely like, if she was able to speak to her feelings around that issue of like, hey, I don't feel thought about or cared for, because when you do this thing, I feel like you don't care about me and you're not thinking about me. And I think it's better to try to put those things into feelings and communicate that, rather than saying, well, I got assaulted with water, so now I'm going to assault you with water.
She's also saying, like, you have ADHD and here are the problems of ADHD. Like, it's a little like she's diagnosing him. And then
she's saying at the top, she's saying he doesn't. He's been tested and he
Was
doesn't.
tested.
But he has the kinds of problems that are associated with it, however.
That's just like
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
He has the problems associated with it.
He says writing lists, making a schedule, setting alarms is physically painful for him. And he'd rather just deal with the occasional emergencies rather than being proactive.
So then adapt. That's who your partner is.
I mean, I get it, but also I feel like this He probably didn't get tested back when they met and they started dating. Most likely, there's something that was seen over time and he had to get tested. He clearly has some form of. He's clearly neurodivergent. It's just because it's not ADHD doesn't mean that it's not something. He probably does have some form of neurodivergent issue. But even it's the fact that she stayed and she kept repeating herself for 20 years. I feel like at this point, you are your own worst enemy because ain't no sane person is gonna take this kind of bullshit for 20 years. 20 years of resenting slowly your partner for a repeated behavior that he hasn't changed, despite you repeatedly asking him for 20 years. At this point, you should have left him 19 years ago, like I said. That could never be me. That could never be me. I do not have 20 years of patience for something that I keep asking to be done and hasn't been done. What the fuck? I have like a day. 2 maybe. But 20 years? Misting. At this point, it's on you. Oh, Saltorius, thank you for the follow. It's appreciated.
Literally, he literally told you who he is. I don't understand why people are like, yeah, but I'm gonna change him. It's like, you actually, you can work on things together and eventually maybe you will change each other in a way that works. But like, he's communicating who he is.
Yeah.
Get a new shower head thing.
I like that solution. Just get a new shower and then I don't know, work on your actual problems.
I don't think this would be done. I think she's clearly saying this is a broad scope of things.
It's most likely something.
Verdict was you're the asshole, which we rarely see. And not only that, I think the first time on the show, poo mode activated.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
What is that?
Explain.
I think it's just like an extreme, like she was voted you're the asshole into oblivion.
Who activates the poo?
Just the Reddit community.
Okay, because I think we've heard stories that are way more asshole than this.
Well, she's not ending up on you're the devil, right?
Okay,
and she's not a demon, right? She's just like, I'm like, this is extreme asshole behavior.
This is just
like, hey, you're being an absolute asshole.
I don't think it's that
And she's gonna get to wash off in the shower.
She's not a criminal. She's not a nightmare human being. It's just like, hey, you're being a horrible asshole. You grabbed cold water and splashed it on your husband.
I need to know what his reaction was.
I get the vibe. My interpretation, he's the guy who's just like, oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't figure it out.
That's
what I'm thinking. If we met these people face to face, we might have completely different opinions. But based on how she wrote this, she also suffers from the thing that some OPs suffer from, where the way she wrote this paints her horribly.
She was in a rageful place.
You did not write this for us to be on your side.
She wrote it naked right after the water thing.
She might have written this in the shower.
Oh, she definitely did.
Comments, you're the asshole. For nearly 20 years, you could have learned to take 2 seconds to look at it yourself. This is a you problem, not him. Someone said, I'm honestly scratching my head at getting into the shower before the water goes on. Like, even if it's coming out of the tub faucet hot, the initial shower water will be cold. Plus, who wants to stand there naked and cold waiting for the water to heat? Someone said, maybe my shower is just shit, but do you really not let it run for a second to warm the water up and stick a toe in to see if it's the right temperature? Sorry, but this seems like it could be a non-issue with a modicum of effort on your part. You're the asshole. Someone said, can we consider the possibility that when someone has reached the level of throwing a cup of cold water in their spouse's face, that it's not about the one minor annoyance? Like, the post is pretty clear here. This is not, my husband is a caring and supportive member of the household 99% of the time, but has this one blind spot. This is, I have spent 20 years turning myself inside out to get this person to make baby steps in pulling his weight, and nothing ever gets better. She feels trapped and powerless, so she's behaving like a petty asshole. She should have left long before she got to this point. OP responded, "Yeah, I think it's time for me to get out. He says all the right things, but he either can't or won't change. I don't like the person I am when I'm around him anymore."
Whoa.
Someone responded to that saying, "Leaving honestly sounds like a good idea, but don't pull the 'I don't like the person I am around him' card without being willing to take a serious look at your behaviors, your habits, and the attitudes that you have developed. Seriously, write out the statement, 'My husband annoyed me, so I physically attacked him,' and stare at it for a while. Yes, it was in a way that had no chance whatsoever to hurt him, but the fact that you reached that point over an annoyance and no warning bells went off in your brain to remind you that this isn't how adults handle conflict resolution is a problem, and it's entirely an internal one. Whether you want a new partner or single life, you need to confront that behavior head on, or it will keep causing issues further down the line."
There's that therapist. How much are they getting paid hourly?
Show up.
Like, truly, they're working
show up.
constantly.
Yeah, there's a ton beyond this. This is
Did
a whole
OP
plumbing
respond?
system. There's
The
nothing
therapy
else.
thing?
No.
She was like, I've been looking at the scrap of paper that you told me.
Yeah.
She's like, "Thank you for that novel you sent." I mean, I can't disagree with it.
Nice.
But look, if she's like, "I need to get out," then clearly there was
right.
a lot going on.
There's something going on.
I think, like, yeah, I mean, I read a great book. I'd recommend all couples read this book.
is it?
Nonviolent Communication.
Oh.
Great book.
Okay, I like to do that already, so that sounds good.
Nonviolent communication?
Non-violently communicating, you know, I like to communicate non-violently.
Are you kidding? You berate me. I just scream at you.
The camera's cut, and I'm like, "How dare you talk that way in this video?"
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
But yeah, great book. Great
Okay.
book.
Okay.
Great recommend.
Great
All
rec.
right. Wow. That's probably some of the most like vitriol we've ever read in a Reddit story.
I literally
She was
have-
on fire.
I've never seen you swear that much.
Over a 3-inch cup of water.
I know.
3-inch cup of water.
I do like to imagine that she like whenever she saw that the nozzle was to the shower, she like got all the way in the shower and then stood right in the direction of the shower and went, "Ah!
Yeah,
You fucker!"
exactly. And he's
sorry,
probably
baby.
like, yeah, my baby's going to remember that.
I'm so sorry, baby.
He's like, well,
Scott, you just did that right in the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott.
I'm sorry, Scott is dying.
Scott is dead.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that was
That was a ride.
that was a ride. A
definitely
ride I
a
didn't want to be
ride.
on.
Next story.
Almost woke me up.
Am I the asshole for thinking about divorcing my wife after she drunkenly exposed me to our group of friends?
Exposed?
Exposed what
Exposed.
exactly?
Okay.
Guys, I literally don't know what to do after this weekend. Posting from a burner account since I am connected with a lot of friends and family on my account. The issue here happened Saturday night. We had our friend group over. There were 6 of us couples there and we were hosting at our house. The night was progressing pretty normally. We had done dinner and were just hanging on the couches chatting. Everyone had been drinking over the course of the evening, so we were all pretty comfy. My wife, Amy, all names are fake, was talking with one of the other girls about my new job. I recently got a promotion that comes with a nice raise. The downside is that I have to travel a decent amount, up to 2 weeks a month, but only 3 to 4 days at a time at most. We were excited for the changes the extra income will provide and how it will change our future, so the travel was something we agreed to be worth it. As they were chatting, her friend Pamela was talking about how they make it work since her husband also travels for work a lot. The conversation was actually quite helpful, honestly, in a lot of ways, as there were some good ideas in there. That is until this happened. Heidi jokingly said, "Be sure to order some sex toys that are the same size as him so you can still have sex while he's gone."
No.
Now she was giggling, just making light of the fact that I would be gone and that the biggest challenge they had was the interruption in their sex life.
Let me
No
guess,
harm in
she
this,
made a
right?
small penis
That is until my
joke.
wife says, "I don't think they make them that tiny."
No, 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 no,
Wait.
no, 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 no,
Wait.
no, no, no.
Oh.
Okay.
You fucked up. Can't talk like this about the fucking. I don't know if boyfriend, husband, I didn't keep up. But that's a fucked up thing to say. Holy moly. Holy moly. But also, I am extremely tired. I am so tired. It's almost 3 a.m. I've been going to sleep early lately. I've been such a good citizen. Going to sleep early and actually sleeping through the night. And I need to keep doing that because my body is dying right now. I'm too tired to keep going. For now, I'll probably come back later after I sleep. Whew! But that story was good. That story was very. People will never stop being people. Whew! All right, time to go. Time to go. Saltorius, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm from Haiti. So that's that. I'm French Canadian. I was raised in French Canada. Oh my god. And because I'm a grandma, I need to go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. Mama is tired. I'll see you later. Bye bye.